Dude, it is freezing. Back with another video. I did not drop a video yesterday. I was pretty tired yesterday. I will say I did lose 200 bucks yesterday, but we made those 200 bucks today. I'm going to be going over the trade that happened today, right? On replay mode. As you guys can see, this was the trade I took today. We're going to be going over that. There's going to be the second trade right over here on this for value gap, which was not overall. This is more of a random fair value gap trade, not really like, you know. The second one's pretty good. Somewhat of like a 2022 ICT model, right, with the sell side being swept, fair value gap being respected, and then target buy side or whatever, right? So that happened pretty much today as well. And yeah, so let's jump into today's trade. We're going to be going back in time. We're going to be using replay mode. So this is the trade I ended up taking. So we're going to be just looking at this. So off the rip, what we have over here. Bro, where's my hand? So off the rip, what we have over here is this fair value gap, right? So we have this fair value gap, and we're just gonna let price play all the way until opening. All right, so price opened. Now we get this fair value gap made in here, right? So we get this fair value gap made in here, and I just noted it as soon as we made it, right? So for you guys' sake, I'm gonna label it. Right, so IFVG. This ends up getting inversed, right? Now we're gonna just let price do its thing. Now we end up taking out this high, right? Now we do have an SMT here, right? So ES with ES. So this made a higher high, and this made a lower low, right? Or a higher low, or whatever you want to call it, right? So this is an SMT. So SMT. I could make this a bit bigger. Yeah. Or actually, can I? No, I'll do it later. Right. So SMT, right? So we're gonna let price do its thing here again. Now we do end up getting a good candle closure on this inverse fair value gap. Now, where is buy side located here? So we do have this generated somewhat of LR, but at this point in time I wasn't really interested in this just because I was looking at the higher time frame, like just a higher time frame on the 15-minute, right? On the 15-minute, just look at this candle right here, you know what I mean? So I had this opened, and I was paying a lot of attention to it, and I also saw that we had SMTs here, right? And we kind of swept buy side, right? So this is pretty much telling us like price did not want us to continue higher, because if price wanted to continue higher, we wouldn't have gotten this turtle soup here as well, right? So we also have turtle soup. Now I don't really use turtle soups, but I acknowledge it, right? So clean close. Now we have here an inverse fair value gap trade. Now what am I targeting? I am targeting sell side liquidity, which we have sitting right over here, and boom. So I'm just gonna let price do its thing here, just let it play. So pretty clean move, nothing. Yeah, so pretty clean move. Trade ended up going for around 53 points. I'm pretty sure this goes for a little bit longer as well. Yeah, so trade actually ends up going for 86 points, but I ended up getting out of pretty much that sell side, right? So this is how I made my 200 bucks. I was trading micros, as you can see here, MNQ right over here. So the outcome would have been definitely bigger and better if I was on minis, but I wasn't. I wanted to try out micros, right? So this was the first trade. Now This second trade we're gonna get into. This second trade is just really whatever. It's not really like a good trade, right? So we're just letting price here just hippity hop around, right? Going on the higher time frame, I am marking some sell side, right? Right, so we do have this sell side here. I'm gonna go back on the 1 minute. Just drag this over here. Yeah, so I did have this sell side here. Let's not pay attention to this over here. Right, so just letting this play out. So what I was noticing here is we're kind of generating low resistance, right over here. So this is just a trend line, and obviously the way you trade this is you're waiting for the move to break, to just completely break all of this. Now the reason why I don't like this is because, you know, like this inversed right over here gets inversed, and then it just continues back up, right? And then this gets inversed. So this is actually the entry, quote unquote. Whoa. Coming tonight, I mean, this is actually the entrance today. I mean, bro, what the fuck am I saying? This was the entry off of this. I'm sorry, I was reading a text, but yeah. So this gets inversed. Now, is this really a close? It's like right by that tick. I mean, you can enter off of this here as well, and this is what destroys this low resistance liquidity. Ends up actually taking sell side as well. But to me, this is just not a good trade. Like we inverse this over here as well, and then we still decided to continue up, right? Nothing's really clear. Like we never even took out these buy side right over here, right? Like we still have all of this. So this is not really a good trade. I mean, if you took this is more of like you kind of just got lucky. And like your only actual like draw of liquidity was just this low resistance wanting to get ran through. Maybe if you're biased as well. But I mean, not really much confluences here. Yeah, like we even on this fair value gap or on this BPR, because this is what's connecting to this bullish fair value gap on this left. Yeah, we inversed it. Then we just, yeah, so this is not really a good trade, but I mean, it's whatever. Now, the second trade comes really right after this one. We're going to go ahead and keep this buy side because this buy side actually plays a role here. So we have this internal buy side, and we're just going to let price do its thing here again. So nice. So if you guys watch ICT, his 2022 mentorship, you would know what a basic 2022 model is, right? So here we basically have just, you know, market structure shift, and then we have a fair value gap offering and discount basically to target premium, right? So this is what we have right over here. Especially what makes this valid is this candle flip. Look at this candle flip right over here, especially on this 2 minute. On the 1 minute, this actually gets inversed. On the 2 minute, this looks a bit nicer. So looking at it from the 2 minute, this candle flip looks really good, right? That price wants to probably continue higher. Now, I'm pretty sure, I didn't check if there was an SMT, but maybe. And right, so this would have offered you a better, some more sniper entry. Let's see. Yeah, so your stop loss would have been something like this, right? Let's just let this play. Yeah, so this ends up actually working out perfectly. This is a quick 48 points, 50 points off of this right here, right? And yeah, I mean, these on the 1 minute, on the 1 minute, you basically had this as well. You could have entered off of this inverse solely, right? But your stop loss would have been a little bit, your RR would have been a little bit scarier, right? So you want to have a little wiggle room under your inverse for value gap, and you want to target like buy side, right? This is not even a 1-to-1 RR, not even a 1 RR. This is a 0.78. So yeah, the fact that this offered a retrace back into the inversion was solid as well. So you could have gotten a killer snipe right here, right? This is better RR, right? No, yeah. So these were I'm not even counting this trade. This trade right here, yeah, this trade is not even like, this is not a good trade, but it's whatever. Yeah, so these are the two main trades that I found today, and they were all within a span of market open, and I think, what time is it? 7:30. So like what, like 2 hours, right? So these two were pretty decent trades. I'm pretty sure there was more in the morning, I mean in lunchtime, but I didn't really go over. I had these marked down, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna just do a video over these two because these two are pretty good, right? And yeah, so I appreciate you guys. You guys know the deal. If I trade tomorrow, I'll post still, no matter what. I'm gonna go over my trade that I took if I take a trade. And yeah, so appreciate you guys. And thank you for those new subscribers. I remember going into this week, I had like 10. Now we're at 23. So to your new subscribers, I appreciate you guys. And yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.